Hello, this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun and Transformers More Than Meets the Eyes. We got an exciting review for you today. We're going to be unboxing the final Dinobot in our series. This one is Swoop. It was just recently released, and so we can finally complete our Dinobot Studio Series 86 collection. So let's, without ado, we are going to open up one of our swoops here. So I accidentally ordered two. I had forgotten that my friend had ordered one for me, and I accidentally ordered another one. So now I have two swoops, and it's a good thing I did, because one, you can see from the box, one's a little bit straighter than the other. So I think I'm going to open up this one, since this is already tipped, and I don't know how to fix it in the box because it's kind of tipped. I tried to fix it up earlier. So we're going to open up this one. We're going to pop this one into storage. And let's, actually, I'll just put this in the back here. And we're going to open up this fellow here. And so let's do that. So we are, so Swoop, you can see from here. I think unlike the other Dinobot boxes, if I'm not mistaken, they were covered, so you couldn't actually see the Dinobots themselves because they had the box art on the outside covering them. Here is Swoop in his robot form, or Dinobot form, I should say. And there's another part of the box art. On the back, you can see Swoop in all his glory. This is G1 cartoon colors, as he is in the cartoon show and in the movie. The toy has a red chest plate, but in the cartoon series they made it blue, and so this one is reminiscent of that. You can see it takes 21 steps to transform it. I don't think I'm going to be transforming it in this video, just because, well, I had issues. If you recall watching the RC video, I had some issues with transforming it without ever having practiced it before. You can see the background there with Autobot City. It's Swoop there. And so let's go ahead and just crack this baby open. So on the top there is the sticker seal. We are going to carefully open that up. Okay, there we go. And let's crack that peppy open. And there is Swoop inside. And let's see if I can slide this out without knocking anything over. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, good. Very good. And the box has the instructions in there somewhere, I'm sure. I will get that later. You can see in the background there, you can see Autobot City there. And I don't know if that's the cutout I'm supposed to bring out later. But, I mean, this Swoop does have a background of Autobot City as well. But I think I had to wreck this a little bit in order to get it out. So I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. But let's free him up. We're going to take out the tags that are holding him in. So there's a tag right there. I got to be very careful not to scratch the plastic. I have made a little bit of mistake like that before. There you go. And that should free up him. There we go. And we'll put him right there for now. I'm just going to see how the swords come out. Do they slide out, or did I cut them out? Are they stuck in there? Let's see. They seem to be somewhat stuck in there. Something's holding them up. So let me just pull up the back. Oh, what else is there? There's a box. There's a little thing stuck on the back of the box. It was stuck right here. So I just pulled that out. I think that's, I'm not sure. I think it must be his missile. Must be. And then, yes. Okay, so I got the sword out. You had to basically just kind of turn it a little bit and pull it out. So that's good. So we'll put this background in the back for now. Okay, that's not too bad. Let me see if that insert actually comes out of the box. Okay, so let me see. I think, yeah, so this does come out. This background here does come out. So let's pop it out here. Okay, so it's almost out there. I'm just gonna pull that out. Good. So if you want to display Swoop on this box, you definitely could. And we can put Swoop on here as a display piece. It's nice that most of the Transformers, actually all of them, as far as I know, the Studio 86 ones all come with these backgrounds, which is kind of nice. If you want to pull them out of the box and display it like that, you absolutely could. Personally, I just leave mine in the box. I hold on to the boxes, and because I just like to. But yeah, that's a nice background there. We're going to pop that off for now, because now we're going to compare Swoop in height. He seems to be, I'm going to get the weapons in a second, but with all the Dinobots out there, he seems to be the shortest of them. And I think that's pretty accurate to the cartoon series, because I don't believe he is anywhere near the tallest of them. So I think that's pretty accurate. Being a Dinobot, he's certainly taller than most of the Autobots. But yeah, so in that bag, as I'm ripping it open there, it is the missiles. So that's nice. Oh, and they're nice in gold too, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if they project out. Like the original toy, those things just fired off. Probably not the safest toy. Looking back, they were probably not the safest toy, because you could, I guess, technically get that in your eye. So these just fit into here, so they do not fire out, which is fine. There's no trigger on these things. And these, I guess, you can either use them as swords or as guns. So he comes with 2 swords. So I don't know if, he comes with 2 sizes of swords too. Let's look at the box again and see. Okay, so on the box, he has the guns left on, and he's got the 2 swords in his hand. So we'll do that, but I guess technically speaking, you can have him hold the swords as well. But let's move these and pop this over here, and pop this over here. So this by far is got to be the tallest Swoop. There's no question. All the leader class Dinobots are much, much, much bigger than their G1 original toy counterparts. And just for comparison's sake, we'll pull out, as I have with some of the other videos, in comparison. Here is Wheelie. So these are mini bots. Bumblebee's a bit taller there. We got RC, which I guess was probably more of a normal size Transformer. And then we got Ironhide. I'll put Ironhide over here. So in comparison, you can see how much taller the Dinobots are. They're just giant. I mean, this is like, if we're looking at, in the population of people, I mean, the Dinobots are like, I don't know, the 7-foot, Shaquille O'Neals in the world. And like, probably RC is like, probably me, or Ironhide, average height. And, these guys just tower over me by a foot and a half. And then these guys are like the kids, we got like, a toddler and like an infant here. So, I mean, the Dinobots are just huge, 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 huge. And so let's pull these out and let's have a look at the mobility of Swoop. And so like all the other Dinobots, I've been fairly impressed so far with their mobility. You can see his arms do swivel. There's very good joints. It's very tight. This is first time I'm playing with a Dinobot straight out of the box. So all the other ones I got, they've been played with. Not so much that the joints are loose. They're still quite tight. So this is the first time I'm playing with a Dinobot straight out of the box. And they typically, the Hasbro does make these joints quite tight. So you can see that he has quite good mobility and posability, absolutely. So you can definitely do a lot of posing with all the Dinobots and have them in some epic battles. And this is Dinobots. If you've ever watched my original review of the G1 Transformers from the original molds. You know, Dinobots are probably my favorite set of Transformers. They're just, you know, I always love dinosaurs, and the fact that we have robots that turn into dinosaurs, they're just awesome. So of the subsets, they're probably my favorite. Of course, I love guys like Optimus and Soundwave and you know, Shockwave. But I mean, as a group of like just, you know, Transformers that belong in a subgroup, Dinobots have got to be one of my favorites. Of course, you cannot discount the combiners, but that's a separate category altogether. But the Dinobots just rule in my opinion. And now we got the full set. So Swoop, as a robot form, looks really, really cool. The back of it, you can see he's, you know, you can see the wings. And the wings, let's see how they move. I'm going to have to transform it later, so I have to see how stiff they are. I understand this moves out like that. So, okay, cool. So it's fairly stiff, but it's definitely movable. The joints are very tight, which is good. And again, no die cast on this, but a very nice paint job and good plastic, very sturdy plastic on this. The face mold is very, very nice, right there. The head shape, the head sculpt is very nice. You can see that's where the beak is. And again, Swoop is again unique, whereas most of the first three Dinobots, that being Grimlock, Slag, so we can look at Slag's heads there in the back. Grimlock is in the back, and Sludge's dinosaur head is also in the back. So you can see them quite visibly, and they're usually behind the head. The two newer, I guess you can say, that came after the original three came out. Snarls, as we saw in the last video I did for this series, is in the feet, and Swoop is right in the front chest. So it's nice that they have some variability in the transformation, so they're not all from behind. And it's very cool how they were able to make this Dinobot, you know, make it look like how it is in the show. So I'm not gonna play around too much with the transformation, but we can certainly take a look at the instruction book, and I'm gonna play around with that a little bit, and we'll do another review to show the actual robot form. But you can see the guns definitely can go in the hands. You can see that right there. So you can have the guns there, or you can have the swords. And so different ways that you can pose him. And then from the back, you can, I guess, clip the swords to the back if you want. That's interesting. So you can have the swords in the back if you wish, and you can see right here he's got the swords and his rockets kind of clipped on his wings. So that's a cool way to do it. I'm trying to figure out where on the wings. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So let's see where that is on here. So it looks like they're saying you can clip. Yeah, on right here you can put the swords on. So kind of have them almost like Deadpool, where he has or Storm Shadow, where he has a thing in the back where he can store his swords, and then he can pull them out whenever he wants them to. So that's kind of neat. So it looks like transformations, there's 18 steps. So okay, we got to move the arms, so that's typical. Shove them to the side, and then lock in the wings. Okay, pretty neat there. And we get the head in there, snap the head in. Okay, I don't think this is going to be as difficult as some of the Dinobots. I still think Sludge is probably the trickiest one because of the complexity of all the stuff that's going on with his feet. So I don't think this one's going to be nearly as difficult, which is good for me. We're going to be reviewing the transformation, and all I can say is I'm going to comment on the robot and the dinosaur mode based on what we see in the box. But I mean, robot mode, you can see he looks pretty solid. All the Dinobots look solid. I just, this set looks really cool. I like the coloration difference, obviously, of Swoop compared to the other Dinobots. They're all kind of red on the chest, and they made Swoop different in the cartoon. He was originally red, as I said, in the original toy, but they stayed pretty accurate to the cartoon series. And it's interesting because, in the movie, Swoop was in there. He had that conversation with Cup about telling me more about the story that he had. Tell me more, Cup, or something about the whatever story Cup was talking about. But Snarl was hardly in it. I think he might have been in one frame or two, but he didn't have any speaking words, which is quite interesting. And the rumor has it is that in the script there's only four. They only wrote down for 4 Dinobots to be in the movie for some reason. So I guess the animators just kind of cut him out. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. But I'm very glad they did put Snarl in the made a toy for that, because it wouldn't be complete without the 5 Transformers. So as far as the pterodactyl mode, dinosaur mode, we'll have a look at the box. And again, I'm going to review it again, finish the review when I play with the transformation, and we'll do a transformation video with him. But you can see that's the cover art. So that's the Carney Triniver, but this is what it's going to actually look like. And you can see it looks pretty darn cool. They could even put the swords on the side, so that's kind of cool there. And the guns are down there. In the original toy, the beak is kind of silvery and a little bit red on the bottom. So this new coloration of the yellow is really new. The missiles are red before, so the gold ones are really nice there. You can see the wingspan there. It's pretty large wingspan. This little thing here, it looks pretty cool there. And so overall, I think this is a very solid toy, very solid Transformer. Hasbro has done it again. The Transformer Studio Series 86 line has so far not disappointed me. The Transformers themselves look amazing. Some of them a little bit harder to transform, like RC. I still got PTSD on that one. But these ones so far have been solidly made, and I'm going to look forward to transforming Swoop after we finish the video, and we'll shoot another one. And I'm thinking I'm going to do one of the whole set of the Dinobots together and just kind of review them as a set as well. Kind of did a little bit of that here, and then we'll do that in both dinosaur and robot form. And then maybe we'll compare them to the original series as well. So that is my review of Swoop. I think it's a solid Transformer. Even if you don't have the other Dinobots, if you like Swoop and you do like the Dinobots, I think it's worth getting. I'm really hoping Grimlock comes around again. I know they're doing a Mirrorverse version of Grimlock coming up soon. So, you can get a version of Grimlock there. But I'm really hoping they re-release Grimlock for the Studio Series line. Many of us, including myself, missed out on it the first time around because, I honestly was not even paying attention to this for most of COVID. I only learned about this series probably within the last year, like probably in the last 9 months I learned of this series, and that's like, oh my god, this is a really cool series. So I'm hoping they re-release that. You can still buy pretty much all the other Dinobots right now. I think they're all available except for Grimlock. Grimlock's the only one that is very, very difficult to find unless you're willing to spend, a few $100s on that. So far, as a whole, the Studio Series line, I've enjoyed. There's lots more of them, and we're going to be reviewing them as time passes. There's a lot of Transformers I got to review, including a lot of the Studio Series, and so we'll stay tuned. We'll get through them. We can't get through them all because I don't have them all, but I got a lot of them. And so we got that series. We got a bunch of Legacy series Transformers to review. And so stay tuned for that. And if you've been watching this channel for a bit, please subscribe. Many of you do not subscribe to a channel, and it does help us a lot when you do subscribe. And as a special thank you to everyone, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to get the Robosen Grimlock. And You see my Robosen Optimus Prime? The Optimus Prime in itself is an amazing transformer. I mean, the self-transformation is amazing. And, Grimlock looks amazing as well. It's able to walk in dinosaur mode and robot form. Got the original voice actor for him as well, so that's going to be really exciting when we get there. And so please hit the subscribe button and let us know what you think of the Dinobots series. And stay tuned, we're going to have some more videos, including a video on the transformation of Swoop, and we will finish our review of him. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and you guys take care. And again, thank you so much.